Hi guys, welcome back to my channel JP Khasi Tech. Hello guys, if you are new to my channel, please subscribe my channel. So let's start with the project. First of all, let's start the new one. I'm gonna go with the empty activity. Next, the name I'm gonna keep it like zoom in and zoom out. So I'm gonna call it zoom in and out. Okay, zoom in and out. So package name I'm gonna keep default for the demo purpose. This is my location where the project are safe. So this is language I'm gonna use Java language. API level minimum I'm gonna keep for 19. It will be onward like 20 above 19, 20, 21, 22 and so on. So but I'm not using 18, 17 and all. So next, this uncheck this one, Android X. Now finish. Okay, the Gradle build has been completed. Now let's go here and change to project. Go here, apps, src, main, extract this one. Okay, this one is our Java. Now first let's go to the activity and then remove this line and write linear layout instead. Now remove this text view. I'm gonna remove this also. Now I'm gonna enable the action bar here for design mode. Now let's go to the build.gradle here just below the manifest. This one you can see. Open the Gradle file and then remove this line, which is the dependency of constraint layout. Okay, now everything is done. Save the project again and wait for the completion. Now the project sync has been completed. Now let's go to the activity mode. We are going to design some buttons here. Go to activity and then we are going to design the buttons. We need two buttons and one image view, or yes, one will be image view. Now first I'm gonna say image view. Okay, height will be 400 dp. Okay, width will be 400 dp. Now just close it. I think 400 it's little bigger, so I'm gonna change it to 300. I think it's perfect. Just copy this one and paste here. Okay, 300 width and height. Now I just close this one, and now I'm gonna give the ID for this one. I'm gonna say IV, which means image view for short. So now everything is fine. Now next, I have to add one picture here, so I'm gonna do that later. So now let me add one. Yes, since I have here one image view, so down here I want two button. Okay, so for that I'm gonna use here one linear layout. Height will be wrap content and width will be match parent. Okay, close this one. But instead of using this, I'm gonna use the open and close because I'm gonna put object inside that one. So I'm gonna get this. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna put object inside here. So I'm gonna say inside this will be button. Two button I'm gonna use, not match parent. It will be wrap content. Okay, here also it's wrap content. Now close this one. Now ID for this button. Okay, now first of all I'm gonna give the text. So I'm gonna say it first, zoom. So zoom in. Okay, so first text. So this text I'm gonna use. So I'm gonna say inside the text and then inside the text will be zoom in. Clear? Okay, now this is fine. Zoom in. Now I need the ID for this button, so I'm gonna say set ID, and then ID will be simply zoom in. Okay, zoom in is the ID. Now next, the text size I'm gonna increase little, so I'm gonna say text size, and the text size I'm gonna use only 20 sp. I think it's perfect. Yeah, 20 sp is perfect. Now let's me copy this one and make one more button because it is for zoom out. Okay, inside that same. Now this one will be zoom out because the ID must be unique. Zoom in, zoom out. Okay, the text also I'm gonna say this one is zoom out. Clear? Everything is fine. Now the text you cannot see little. This side one more button is there, but you cannot see as it is arranging in horizontal. But I want in vertically. Let's go to the main layout here first. I'm gonna say orientation to vertical. Okay. When you see the text are arranging here. Now I want all this item to be in the middle, right in the middle. So I'm gonna say bring all those together in the middle center. Okay, now all are in center. So one more thing I have to do, this linear layout, I'm gonna say the height and width of this linear layout must be wrap content. Okay, wrap content. So it will be exactly fit. Can you see the differences? Now height of this will be margin top. I'm gonna give only 10 dp. Okay, it will be little far from the image. Okay, now everything fine. I'm gonna surround this text view with one more linear layout so that the whole graph, whole object will not move whenever the image is zoom and zoom out. So I'm gonna copy this one, copy, and then just put before the image view and close this one with. Okay, everything fine. Arrange. Okay, now it's look good. What I did is this one is the wrap content. So this I'm gonna fix it to 300. Okay, I'm gonna cancel this one. Okay, everything fine. Okay, now the XML look perfect. The first is that I have one main linear layout here, and inside the linear layout this is the main, and then I have one more linear layout here. One is here, and inside that linear layout I have put one image view so that whenever the image will move up and down, zoom in out, so this object will not move away from the position. Okay, just for that purpose. And this two objects also are surrounded by one linear layout. Let me define the margin left. Okay, margin left, I'm gonna give it 10 dp, a little far from this one. Okay, I think that is too close. Now let me give 20. Okay, it's little far now. It's perfect. Perfect looks. Now this is the button, this is the button, zoom in, zoom out, and this is a text or image view. Now for the image view we have to find out here. You can see here in drawable we have to move one image. We can move or we can use the default one. Okay, so if you want to use the default one, you can go here and copy this one. Now let's see how we can do. Just add the background of this image. Now just simply go here. I'm gonna say background. I'm gonna say add IC. Okay, I'm gonna move this IC launcher whenever this do click. Now let's see how we can see. Now the XML designing part has been completed. Now let's go to the Java session. Now this is the Java. Let's go to Java, and then in Java we have to define three objects. One is this button, in, zoom out, and then image view. Now let's say find the variable private first image view, and then shortcut name for image view I'm gonna say IV. Okay, now another is private variable for image view and variable for button, and the buttons we can give in the same, we can say button 1, or we can say button underscore in, comma button underscore out. Okay, these are two types of button. Now finish, close. Now next we have to initialize on create method. We have to initialize first this image view, next is button, and then button 1, button 2. Now let's say first I will do image view, the short name was IV. Now equal find viewer id r dot id dot image view. Okay, finish. Now for the button also we can take the same, this is variable button in, button underscore in. Okay, equal find viewer id r dot id dot image in, because this is button in mean zoom in, right? So now id is zoom in. Now for the next also we can take the same, button underscore, and this is button out. Okay, so equal find viewer id inside the resources r.id dot and then this is button. Okay, r.id dot, this is button zoom in. Okay, sorry, it is zoom out, now close this one. Now initializing has been finished, and I want that whenever the button zoom is clicked, the image must go zoom. Okay, the image must be zoom in. Whenever the button zoom in is clicked, the image must be zoom in, and whenever the button zoom out is clicked, the image must be zoom out. So let's see how we can do this. Now first of all we have to set up the set on click listener for both the button. Now let's take the variable button underscore in, let's say for the in first, dot set on click listener new view dot on click listener. Inside here, just here we have to give open and close curly bracket. Now again implement this method, bring cursor alt plus enter. Now implement the method here and then here. Now this is the on click method for the button in. Now we will just copy this one for the second button, and then we will paste here down below. Now the button name will be zoom out, short name for the button is zoom out. Now done. This is zoom in and this is zoom in. Whenever this zoom in click, here will be function perform here, and whenever the zoom out click, here will be functions. Okay, now what we have to do, now we need two file, which is zoom in custom file and zoom out custom animation file. Go to the res folder, right click in the res folder, or go to the new and then Android resources file, and then here go to here values, resources type, scroll down and select animation, and then here name you give as a zoom underscore in. This will be for zoom in. Everything let it be default. Select this one, set main and then anim. Now start anim. Okay, now this got one animation zoom in. Now one more you have to do, right click in the res folder and go to new and then Android resources file again. Now here you select again, scroll down, you will get animation, and then here you name it again zoom underscore. This time it will be out. Okay, now everything set default. Now click OK. Now you can see here there is two folder here, one folder is there and then two file, zoom in and zoom out. You have to define design for this board. Let's go for the zoom in first. This is the zoom in. Then before doing that, just come here just before the close angular bracket, like enter, and then here you have to type filter after. Okay, so you can give Android filter after this one. Okay, and then it will be true. Now you come to the main body. Now here you have to define the scale. So open angular bracket, scale, enter, and then here you have to define duration first. Okay, so I will just go with the duration. I'm gonna say Android semicolon, then you have to say duration, duration. Okay, durations, and durations is equal to how much you want to give. So I'm gonna give durations as 500 millisecond. Okay, 500 millisecond. Then next you have to give the x scale and then y scale. So I'm gonna say Android from x scale, and the scale I'm gonna say 2.0. Okay, 2.0 to Android scale y 2.0. Okay, 2.0. Now enter. Now we have to give the pivot. Pivot means the locations where the animation will take place, like in the corner, center, or yeah, corner, center. Now let's say I'm gonna give here Android again. Android pivot X. I'm gonna say this 50%. Okay, 50%. Okay. Now for the pivot Y also, I'm gonna use the same 50%. Okay, so I'm gonna say 50%. Okay, now next I need 2y scale. Okay, so I'm gonna say Android 2y scale. I'm gonna say 1.0, 1.0, and same one more thing I have to do 2y scale. Okay, it is 1.0. Now everything done, just close this one. How we can close? Simply we can do this one. Okay, Alt, Control Alt L to arrange the size. Okay, now what I did, it will start animation from the timing. It's 500 millisecond it will take time, and then it will start from x and y scale 2.0 to y and x scale 1.0. Okay, now let's say this is the zoom in. Okay, now zoom in has been done. Now let's go to the zoom out. Now let's select zoom out, and then let's design here also same. So I'm gonna say before here, I'm gonna say Android fill after, and then it will be true. Okay, now just come to the middle. I'm gonna define the scale here, scaling. So first scale, I'm gonna say first Android and Android semicolon duration. This is the timing, how long you want the animation to take place. Here also I'm gonna give same 500 millisecond, which is the half of a second. Now I have to define the scaling from x and y to x and y. Okay, along with the pivot. So I'm gonna say Android from x scale, this will be 2.0. Okay, this also same here. This will be like outing, we will start from smaller. Okay, so here we can give 1.0 to Android from, okay, 1.0 scaling up with pivot x, this will be 50%. Okay, and then pivot y also will be 50%. Now the pivot has been done. Now we have to define, it will be scaling from the x and y 1.0 scale to x 2.0, x and y 2.0 scale. Okay, x and y to 2.0 scale. Okay, since it's finished, now let me just close this one. Okay, now Alt Control Alt L to arrange the text. Now it's finished. Now what it does, mean first in zoom in, this will start from the bigger to smaller. Okay, now in zoom out, it will start from small to bigger. It is just scaling out, but the pivot, it will be both side, like not in the corner here or here or here, but all the animation will take place in the middle, right in the middle. That's mean 50% from here and here. It will be in the middle here. Okay, not here, not here, or not here. It will be in center. That's why I said pivot 50%. Okay, X and Y. Now let's say done this one. Now let's go again to the Java session. Now let's go to the Java. This is our Java. Now in the Java, we have to load the animation first. Just come down here. Okay, first I'm gonna load here just before the this one. After the just inside the onCreate methods, I'm gonna load all those, both the animations first. Okay, then I'm gonna set to start. To do that, first I'm gonna find the variable for the animation. So I'm gonna say private animation. Okay, it's down below animation, and the short name of the animation I'm gonna save anim underscore John, my name. Okay, now animation shortcut name I gave anim John. Okay, now next is, now I have to load the animation with the help of that John. Simple, take the variable John animation. So I'm gonna say anim John equal. Now here I have to say animation util because I'm going to load the animation util. Okay, animation util dot load animation. Remember this load animation. Okay, load animation. I'm gonna load the animation over here. So I will define this comma r dot anim. This is the details where that animation is. Dot zoom in. I'm gonna load first. Okay, I forgot to tell you that this I have to define 2 times zoom in. Okay, this one is zoom in underscore in. This is the first name, comma, and the next name I'm gonna say anim underscore. This will be zoom out. Okay, there will be 2 name variable because we are going to load 2 name. So I'm gonna take this and just copy here, yes, here. Okay, now this first animation I have loaded zoom in. So this is zoom in animation. Just close it. Now I have to load even the zoom out animation also. Just take this variable. Okay, just take this variable. I will copy this here. Okay, now equal animation util dot load animation. Okay, inside the animation I have to give the context this comma. Now I have to give the details where that file that I have created zoom in zoom out are there. So I have to say it is inside the resources res file dot. Inside the resources file I have one folder named anim, and inside the anim I have the file name zoom out. Okay, clear. Now close this one. Now I have load the animation for both this one in and out. Now what I want, whenever the button is clicked, I want that the image view will be zoom and zoom out. Okay, this is zoom in. So now let's set here. Whenever the button is clicked, I'm gonna say I'm not gonna say directly that take this one. So I'm gonna say image view. What is the short name of the image view? Because I'm gonna move this image in and out. So I'm gonna take the variable iv dot start animation. Okay, remember this start animation is the method to move the object. Okay, so start animation, and in the start animation I'm gonna give what type of animation, zoom or out. Suppose this is the zoom animation and this is the out animation. Okay, so change the capital here first. Okay, now this one is the zoom in animation and this one is the zoom out animation. In the zoom in animation I have load the zoom in functions, and then in the zoom out animation, I have load the zoom out functions. So here in this one, whenever the first button is clicked, the image view will be start animation, but which one I have to give here, if you want out or in. But in here, since it is the zoom in button, I'm gonna give the animation zoom in, right? Animation anim underscore zoom in I'm gonna give, or you can just simply copy this one, and then paste here, because I'm gonna move, this is the zoom in, and I'm gonna put this zoom in animation here. Now do the same thing here. When the second button, which is zoom out button, will be clicked, then I want the animation on image view dot start animation. Okay, and the animation type is zoom out, this one. Okay, copy this one and then paste here. Now the coding part has been completed. Control Alt L to arrange the text. Now everything is finished. Now since everything is finished, let's run the project and see if it's worked. Okay, now let's run. I'm using Nexus for API level 21. Okay, the apps has been run. So let's see what happened when we will click and zoom in and zoom out. So if I will click zoom out, it will go out. Okay, zoom in, it will be zoom in. Let's see zoom out. Just zoom out, zoom in, zoom out, zoom in. Why you can see there is a marker here, this is only few image, because I give the linear layout fixed size that time, so that this object will not move. Let's change that one. Go to here, let's again, and then linear layout, this one I give only 300. Let's say here height will be 500, and then width will be 500. Okay, I think width it's better to give match parent. Okay, it's just match. Now height I'm gonna give only 500. Let's change the gravity of this one in the center. Now the image view is in the center. Now let's run again the project and see if we can see the full. The apps has been completed. Now let's see. Oh, I have done mistake because this text are going outside of the emulator. Let's increase the height of this one. Height must not be 500. Let's just give 400 instead. Okay, now let's just run the project. Okay, now let's say zoom in, zoom out, zoom in, zoom out, zoom in. Okay, zoom out, zoom in. Even here you can see there is little marker because I have set this with the limit. So only this for today. Thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe my channel. Have a nice day.